Well, how's it going?
Well,
Mary Chrysler? Oh.
Mary Chrysler. I did watch this morning. And it just so happened to be a day that Kate decided to wake up at 5:30 a.m. And I laughed because when I was watching, because James...
Wait, you watched this movie?
This morning.
The movie we're doing today?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to tell me about another new movie, and then my brain was filing through what it could be.
This is just boring. But,
oh, God. Okay.
I know. We're supposed to talk about random things. But I was, laughing because whenever this movie comes on TV every year, I kind of get it at different parts. You never really get it from the beginning. And so I was trying so hard to stay awake.
To focus.
I was like, you cannot fall asleep because this is the point of the movie. And
your body's like, I remember always taking a nap.
I actually thought of that. I go, if people have sleeping disorders, I think they should put on this movie because it gets you.
Yeah.
It's not actually a boring movie. You're just like, oh, this is the time when I fell asleep on the couch. It's like muscle memory.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, oh, it's this scene. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not watch it at 5 a.m., but I do feel you on that because I feel like I'm the same way where there's just little tidbits where I'd be like, oh, it's this part, that part. Oh, no.
Who'd you get for a Secret Santa?
I can't tell. It's secret.
But, by the time this comes out, will it be past Christmas?
No.
Oh.
This comes out in 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, I wanted to share mine, but...
You could share it, I'll edit it out.
No, it's okay. Or you'll beep it? You'll okay, I got...
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably easy.
Yeah, it was super easy. And you can, nudge someone to, put up... You can anonymously nudge someone to put up, presents that they want. Oh. And it was really funny.
I think the person that I picked did not register yet.
Oh.
So I gotta nudge them?
You gotta nudge them. Although, depending on the personality of who you nudge, that might make them never sign up. You know?
Yeah.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Hey,
Ralphie. Ralphie and Randy. Unfortunate. Or on purpose. I don't know. And Scott. It's just
and weird ones back there.
Oh God, there's so many names. Hey, welcome back, listeners.
Oh my God.
We don't have weird names, I don't think.
No.
And I'm gonna introduce ourselves so you can hear our names.
Yeah.
All right. So, listeners, we are the Sisters Who've Seen It, the podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And you'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. Oh,
okay.
It's a lot of lines.
There is so many lines.
There's so many.
I had a blast. Did you have a blast?
I always like this one. I'm the one who's like, ooh, the 24-hour marathon. Should we just keep that channel on?
Should we?
And then everyone's like,
going?
and then that's where Bridget falls asleep on
I
the
fall
couch.
asleep every time. It was so hard for me to stay awake for this. I was like, wow, this is my melatonin.
Yeah. That's all you need.
So, okay, it's your synopsis because I know with Good Will Hunting that I tried to really put some effort into that one.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to have to take this one. Although it's a fairly straightforward plot, you know?
Bridge, what is the movie this week? In case the listeners are lost.
From 1983.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story. Classic.
Hashtag classic.
I can't believe we haven't done it yet.
I know.
It's almost like the too obvious of a pick that we just passed it, you know?
Yeah, definitely nostalgic. Although it's it's nostalgic, but we already said that. It kind of gets played a lot. It's very commercialized now. All right. So, synopsis. We have a main character. His name is Ralphie! He's a little 9-year-old kid, and, Bridge, I'll say it now, I like the kid acting, okay? Woo! I do. It's a Christmas miracle.
Holy Peter Billingsley, wow.
Give him the Oscar, the kid Oscar. Yes.
Loved it.
He's
Love
great.
That.
He looks like a 9-year-old, acts like a 9-year-old. It's great. And so he's like, the adult version of him is the narrator. And then we watched him as a kid kind of go through all the events. And basically it's Christmas time. I believe it's like the 1940s.
Yeah.
Okay.
40s.
We're in the 40s. So it's like the days of yore or whatever. They're in Indiana. Midwest Bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, I got the vibes.
Where is that?
I
don't know.
We saw her hair.
And the casseroles. And basically, we get right away. He's like, listen up. It's Christmas time. I'm 9. I have one thing I fucking want. I want a gun. Because this is America.
I was just going to say.
It's just, the joke's right itself.
So absurd. I was like, what?
He wants a Red Ryder BB gun. It's a BB gun, but like, that could still like kill things, I think. So.
Oh, yeah.
It is made for children, but, you know, it's the 40s. So he, basically the entire movie, that's the MO. We want a BB gun. He uses psychological warfare. He uses advertising. He uses essay writing. He uses Santa. He uses, I don't fucking know, all the shit.
It's really like the Rudy for Christmas presents. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't spend 3 years trying to get a Red Ryder BB gun. But yeah, definitely couple weeks, I'd say. But really, it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to summarize because you meet his friends, you meet his family, his younger brother, Randy. Randy's,
oh my God. Randy?
Wow.
How old is Randy supposed to be?
Randy needs
some help.
Needs something. Worried about Randy's vitamin intake.
How's my little piggy? How's my little piggy? Oh, good little piggy.
Oh my God. And then the parents are funny. He's got like 2 friends. It's just like a whole bunch of fucking little scenes about a kid that, I don't know, he's like, my life's crazy. And you're like, you're 9, you know. But again, he's trying to get that BB gun. And we do get to Christmas. And spoiler alert, he gets the BB gun.
Oh.
And then everyone keeps telling him he's going to shoot his eye out and that he shouldn't get a gun. But then he gets a gun and then he doesn't really shoot his eye out, but he bonks his eye with the gun.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this was the best Christmas of my fucking life. And you're like, wow. Like, that's adorable. It's cute. You know what it reminds me of, Bridge? Maybe this is why I like it. It kind of feels a little bit like you're watching like a home movie.
Yes.
And it's like set up that way where he's like, back, you know, I remember this day and this is what happened and look at it on the videotape. And I'm like, fucking love it. Oh God, it's great.
Because it wasn't shiny. It was real people. I'm gonna really go on my, like, I went on a whole 2-year CGI.
Whoa.
You know, like, what is it called?
Who's in CGI?
When you get on a soapbox. About how
okay.
everything shouldn't be CGI and screw CGI. I feel this way about like real looking people.
Yeah.
That look real.
Yes.
And don't have the same face and the same hair. Like they just look like who they're meant to be. And that's kind of why I felt like a home video.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know, and the mom's hair, my God, the perm was out of control.
Fabulous.
I don't even know if it's considered a perm, because was that invented in the 40s? I know nothing. I don't know anything.
I'll just say that the teacher had what I imagined a 40s hairstyle. The mom is not. The mom had the, like, I don't care, you know, this is the vibe.
Yeah.
Great job. Way to go.
Thank you. And I do want to also reference, and this is like, I mean, rest in peace, because I think they're dead or they were bought out by someone, but this was an MGM movie.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because MGM was literally like making movies in the 40s. And then they was the production company for this movie about the 40s. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm sure that helped a little bit.
I feel like MGM had some like bangers.
Yeah.
You know?
Weren't they Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they had a lot of like just really iconic ones.
All right.
But
let's get into it.
All right. Well, we start off with a toy store window display. And I gotta say, I thought of window shopping. The term.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I had a moment where I was like, oh yeah, that's where that term comes from. Because people didn't have the internet. And like they kind of had magazines, but like not really. And, like, that's how you would buy stuff. Was like through you look at windows. And I don't know. I was having a moment.
You guys had like landlines that were like connected to the land and they had lines. Is this? I love it.
Listen.
I love it. You're young forever. You're young. So forever young.
If I lived in a walking city, I would do more window shopping.
That's
I
true.
just know
That's
it.
True. The
I just know it.
Suburban window shopping's pretty low.
Yes, but this is where he introduces, look, there's the gun that I want. And there's a whole fucking string of words in this gun title. Red Ryder, 2-way carbine, BB gun, compass with a thing that tells time, which I thought was just a clock, but now I don't know. And that's, he wants that.
Okay, we're going to have to get the real name.
All right, because that...
Okay.
I was close, whatever I just said.
Uh-huh. Okay, keep talking.
Okay, so we then also meet his family. He has to share a room with his younger brother, Randy.
Yeah.
Randy is probably like 6.
Oof, Randy's rough.
Randy, I just...
What's going on? What's his diagnosis?
It's like we see Randy go to school, but there's no books. So I just wasn't sure what Randy does all day. Randy's a little, well...
the entire movie,
I don't know how to say it without being...
He's in this giant, it was Little Giant style, big puffer jacket.
Oh my God, put him in, coach. He's ready for the annexation of Puerto Rico.
He was just running around like the, Michelin Man. And in every scene, he's just like, eh. And then if he's not in that, he's not eating his food.
Okay.
And he's just playing with his food.
This is where
that makes Mom die laughing. Like, if she again, I only remember points when people in our family come in with whatever scene it's at, and she will like, Tom Hanks makes Mom laugh.
Oh, she loves Tom Hanks.
This part where he's always playing with his food and he's making more and more intricate, like, designs, she dies laughing. Okay,
I mean, this is why...
Wait, real quick.
Okay.
It is the official Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle with a compass in the stock, and this thing tells time.
Why can't they say end a clock? Why do they say end a thing that tells time?
I don't know. It's what he said. I don't know.
Stupid. Okay. Just with Randy, when you don't eat, when you don't eat food, like he's malnourished, right?
Absolutely.
Is that part of what's happening?
The Lost Boys. It's the Lost Boys.
Well,
we're imagining food.
He would have loved to hang out with those kids and have their Thanksgiving feast of slop and just throw the shit around. Oh, he would have ate that up. All right, so we meet them, and then we meet his parents, and his mom is like, I guess, stereotypical 40s housewife. She's like, she's at work, and she's like, all I do is cook for the family and take care of children and everything. And then the dad has some job. We don't know what it is. And he's a little rougher around the edges, but like wholesome.
Yeah.
Like he likes his family. He's not like, ew, screw you guys.
Yeah.
But, he gets mad about the furnace, which I'm like...
He's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't pick
He
up
needed
on
help
that.
with the crossword, and I was like, uh-oh.
He's kind of...
Is that where Randy gets
DNA?
Okay.
There's 50-50 DNA.
So sorry.
When he gets the lamp, and he's like, fragile! And she goes, it's fragile, honey.
I literally...
And, it's like, oh no, do I sound like that? Yeah,
I mean,
I
feel like the mom is the unsung hero of the movie in just so many ways.
She has the funniest timing.
Yes.
She has epic. I did not pay attention to her timing growing up. But so the fun facts about that is Jack Nicholson was going to play this role.
Oh,
Can you imagine what that would have been
Jesus Christ! Oh, the kids would have peed their pants in fear.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But he had the right, I liked what you said, he had the right amount of, like, scary, dumb, lovable. Like, you know, like he was just kind of like right on that line where you didn't hate him, but you also like didn't think he was the best dad.
we didn't say this on air, but Bridget referenced this before we started recording, where he does a lot of frickin'.
Yes, he does. Oh my God.
We love it. Yeah. So, you know, they're characters, but go team. And right away, Ralphie, like his mom's like, Ralphie, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, I want a BB gun. And then he's like upset with himself because he's like, I ruined my plan, my 9-year-old plan. It's all ruined. It's in shambles.
The adult voice absolutely makes this movie. It would not be the same movie.
He's so good.
It would not be the same movie. And when you're seeing his manipulation strategy of how to he knows nobody will get him the gun. And so the entire film is him, like, coming up with different... I mean, it's basically Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow.
For, like, 9-year-olds. Like, how do you sell the thing that, nobody wants?
9-year-old Christmas Wolf of Wall Street. Yes! I see it. Oh, my God. Well, he tries to put, like, an ad in his mom's, like, magazine. And he's like, she'll see this and think of me. And I'm like, oh, Lord. This is crazy. Yeah, and the mom right away, this is where she says, well, you shoot your eye out. And then he's very like, ugh, woe is me. Sad life. And then it's like, anyway, off to school, children. Here we go. And they, his two friends are Schwartz.
No.
Schwartz?
Scoot?
No, Scott's the
bad
guy.
Schwartz is the one. Yeah.
Schwartz. Yeah. Flick and Schwartz. It sounds like a freaking...
and say that 5 times fast.
I cannot. I absolutely can't.
Flick Schwartz.
Oh, wow. The actor who plays Flick is Scott Schwartz. That's interesting.
Okay.
Is that a connection? I don't know.
Oh my God. He looks exactly the same as an adult. Oh my God.
Flick does or Schwartz?
Schwartz. Oh my God. It's so
where
funny.
Is he? Schwartz, where are you? Oh God, he does.
Funny.
R.D. Robb. Oh wow.
Oh, man.
Wow, Randy looks... I don't know. So his friends they're typical 9-year-old boys, and they are arguing about if you stick your tongue to a pole in winter, it will stick. And then one's like, no, it won't. And the other one's like, yeah, it will. And it's just like crazy town. So like, we get to school, and what do the 9-year-old boys do? They immediately, instantaneously are like, let's test it out. Let's do some science. There is peer pressure. All right.
This is, though, may I say, part of the zeitgeist of being a 9-year-old. If you...
Double dog dare you.
We start with the dare you. Then we double it. Yeah. But when we just go to a triple dog dare, you fucking have to do it.
You gotta do it.
So I actually think Schwartz was really the instigator here and should be punished.
Well, and
but he didn't rat him out. Flick didn't rat him out. Flick's no snitch.
He's no snitch, but unfortunately, we also did not have any upstanders.
Especially Ralphie.
Classic bystander behavior here. And then they leave him because the bell rings.
What if Matt Damon comes out as Good Will Hunting and he's like, so... You think this metal is just typical metal, but it's actually a composite metal. And you think the freezing degree is -22.
You think you triple dog dare you will hold up in court?
Well, actually, the dog dare you actually comes from the 1902 bill, okay? Good Pennsylvania with William Shakespeare.
All I want is a 9-year-old Good Will Hunting hanging out there.
So many scary movies by just connecting the most random fucking nostalgia movies. It would be great. It would be. Who's going to give us money for that?
Hello? Hire us. We're ready.
I'm so ready.
Oh my god.
Okay, back to this movie. I might have fallen asleep at this part.
Okay, well, I do just love how literally the bell rings and then Schwartz is like, what do we do? And Ralphie goes, I don't know, the bell rang. And then they run inside. And I was like,
but isn't that like typical 9-year-old?
That is exactly what a 9-year-old would do. That's why I'm like, oh my god, you guys. So that's like crazy. But yeah, no snitching. And then I fucking love, this is another part that mom like laughs hysterically at, is when the teacher, she like suspects it was like Ralphie and Schwartz, but nobody, admits to it. And she's like, Flick won't tell me. And so she makes a class-wide speech while literally making direct eye contact with Ralphie. Like, don't you feel remorse?
And he's looking around. He's like,
oh, no. And she's like, I hope you all think about what you did. And she's like staring at him. And then the narrator's like, yeah, adults love doing that shit. But like, kids don't care. And I was like, this is so real.
No, he said the best line. He said, we all know it's all about not getting caught.
Yeah.
And I literally see that in my 2-year-old. Like, it is like primal just to not get caught, Yeah. You're like, damn, wow.
I know. It's true. Like kids, that's like they're definitely their go-to. And boy, there's a lot of not getting caught mentality in this movie. I'll tell you what. And they go home. And Bridge, on their walk home from school, this is where we meet Scut Farkus! He had yellow eyes!
Okay.
So help me God, yellow eyes. Again, do we gotta check this kid's vitamins? Because I think that's a symptom of jaundice. I don't know. What's going on in Indiana? Is the water okay? Oh no.
Okay, well, first of all, he definitely, looks... Wow. Look at his adult pictures. He did much better. He looks pretty sexy.
Is he still a redhead?
I mean, yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
Wow. Oh, we see
I just
that.
was curious.
We see your redhead judging. But as a child watching this movie, I was so terrified of him.
Oh, yellow eyes.
He really is scary. Like
he does a scary, menacing laugh, and he has a scary introduction.
It was close to the Three Ninjas bad guy laugh.
Oh, God.
Oh,
wow, I wish Grandpa with a pillow in his sweatshirt jumped over the fence and kicked him.
My Karate Kid starts from there with Ralphie. Ralphie's like, I just want a BB gun. I don't want to do karate.
This is why I need a gun.
But the funny, I didn't, again, in all of my years of not actually watching this movie all the way through, I forgot that, they would run down this specific, whatever, side street, whatever you want to call it, to get to their house. And these bullies were always there, always chasing them. And so you had the build up before he gets in the real fight and beats the shit out of him. And I kind of liked that because I always remember is this such a movie scene where they get in one fight and then he just beats them up, where it's no, they terrorize them for weeks. Months,
all the time.
Possibly.
All the time.
I mean,
to the point where
I'm in Ralphie's corner with this one.
I mean, they're all on first name bases. And then Scut Farkus has he's called a little toady.
I cannot.
What the fuck was that kid's name?
I don't understand.
Why was that kid looked like he was in kindergarten. And I was like, I want the prequel of Scut Farkus.
Oh my God.
And his little toady. How did you two pair up? What was the criteria? What's the origin story?
Don't even know what to do with that.
The only thing I could say is, just emulating you, Bridge. The hats out of control. Everybody had a different hat, and all of them were great. And that's all I have to say about that.
I mean, he really was like, "Hey, get your paper hat. I'm a newsie." But I'm a bully.
Oh, God, he could be a Newsies, couldn't he?
He'd be a great Newsie.
Wow, he's a little guy,
We're going to fight the paper unionize so we get paid. All right.
So bad.
Wow.
All right, so
we need to do Newsies. Okay.
Oh,
Christian Bale.
I know.
What are we fucking sleeping on that for?
Bridge,
I fucking love him.
I know you love Christian Bale.
Oh,
I
love
know.
him. I know he's like a lunatic in life, but boy,
what?
I think he's a lunatic. Yeah.
What kind of lunatic?
I think the kind that he's a perfectionist and screams at people on set. And it was recorded, and then everyone's like, "Oh, he's actually a dick." But I don't know if that's just a one-off. Hey, we all have our bad days, or if it's a pattern. Let's get back to the plot.
Okay.
So, as part of the bullying, again, Randy's my favorite because Randy's just running in the distance.
And then he goes, Randy just lay there like a slug. It was his only defense mechanism.
Randy was so smart. He just laid there dead. Yeah. And this was great. And the thing that was kind of cool about all of it is, like, when Ralphie did get in trouble, like, you know, his parents had his back. And that's pretty cool.
Well, that's why I felt like I was like, oh, the mom is like, she's keeping us together. As women do, of course. They all get ignored.
Together. Not her fucking hair, okay?
She
gets got time for her hair.
Gets her kids to eat.
She should, okay?
She never had a hot meal for herself in 20 years, but she gets
that scene made me so mad. I was triggered by that meal. That scene. I was like, just tell your kids to go get his own fucking drink, you know?
Oh God.
Anywho,
so well, Bridge,
on.
listen, Fragile, because the dad comes home very enthusiastic from work, and he goes, I won a major award. We don't know anything.
We know nothing.
Did we enter a contest? Did someone put you on a sign-up sheet? And we don't know.
Was
we
it
don't know
the
anything.
crossword that your wife gave you all the answers for?
Did your wife win the major
award? Was it
award
the Ovaltine?
Your name's on it?
Okay, was it the Ovaltine radio?
We know nothing, and he's like, it's a major award. It's so exciting. Today's the day. Hooray! So it's like, okay,
so
I guess
funny.
We don't know what that is, and it's the biggest fucking box I've ever. I could live in that box. The box they bring. I was like, this is not practical.
I wish I could remember the first feeling of not knowing it was the leg lamp.
Oh,
because when I saw that box, I thought, it's just a fucking leg lamp. Why is this like a coffin? It's Dracula huge. Coming out.
And there's scary music they play too over this part. It's like, I'm like, whoa.
By the way, he jumps inside like it's a barn and has hay all over him trying to get it out. And I thought, man, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I think the funniest part is him doubling down about, that he loved it. And listen, I'm married. I know this feeling. They come home with something they think is good looking, and you're like, that's so ugly. What do I do? What do I do? And she played her cards right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the best part too is the dad. It's a sexy. It's just a leg. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a sexy leg.
It's a sexy leg with a mini skirt. I can't. And thigh highs.
And a stiletto.
And
the whole leg is the lamp, and it lights up. But the best choice was they didn't make the dad ooh, this is sexy hot.
Yes.
He was more I won something.
Yeah.
This is my prize, which means
he goes, art.
I have to cherish it.
Yeah, he goes, the art. Look at the art of this.
Art.
I was like, sir. And then Ralphie keeps putting his hand up the leg. And she's like, Ralphie, stop it.
Oh, no, Ralphie.
I mean, when he runs to the middle of the street to see if it's centered, I know we've all been there. Okay.
Yep.
We've all been there.
You know, it was real. I gotta say, I know a lot of guys that would proudly display a leg lamp.
I was just gonna say, I feel like people still do that. And
I think they sell that now. It's it's very popular merchandise.
Oh my God. But it was pretty impressive. I'll tell you.
Yeah. So they then, from there, it's okay, we're going to go get our Christmas tree. Because remember, it's Christmas, Mary Chrysler. So we're doing Christmas shit. So it's the 40s. They don't have fake trees. They have real trees. And they're going to the little Christmas tree place. They get a little tree, fine, whatever. And then they're driving home and they run over something. They get a flat tire. And instead of having an absolute panic attack like I would, the dad's like, yes! Let's do it. Time me to see how quickly I can change the
4
tire.
4 minutes.
That's crazy.
But I laughed because she was like, it took you 8. And he was Wait, real quick with the leg lamp, because this is a fun fact.
Yeah.
Jean Shepherd was the person who created the leg lamp. And she was inspired by a soda ad. And I'm going to send you a picture of the soda ad.
Oh, is it scandalous?
I can't even believe the audacity of these advertisers. It is a soda called the Nehi, Nehi. And there's just a pair.
What?
I don't know. Look at the picture. And then there's just a pair of legs next to it. And that's the funniest thing ever. And then they like were inspired to make a lamp. Okay, sorry, let's go back.
That just looks like a human-sized soda bottle, and I'm scared.
I just thought it's fun. Who doesn't want to know how this was made? Okay, it was soda advertising, which is like mind blowing because like even soda bottles are literally like shaped like women to like make you love them, and so it's just fascinating. Okay. This is though where Ralphie, he slips the big one.
Bridge, do you remember the first time you ever used a curse word in front of mom and dad?
I definitely remember it, but I feel like I didn't get in trouble for it. I feel like I had already passed the age at which I would have been in trouble.
No soap in the mouth for you.
No soap in the mouth. How about you?
I don't know why this is a memory, but I had a friend when we were in 4th grade. So we were like actually 9 or 10.
Oh, wow.
And the friend, when we were hanging out, made a comment, which in retrospect, I should have been upset about the comment, but I was more upset about the word she used, where my friend said, the Backstreet Boys suck. And I was like, yes. And then like our play date, whatever, we hung out and then they left. And I remember going to mom and I was like, Mom, is that like a bad word to say? Like the Backstreet Boys suck? And she was like, Kitty, like,
you're like,
she was probably like, I'm making
really
dinner. Is NSYNC the true band I should love? I don't know. I don't know why that's a memory. It was like really weird.
Well, I remember Mary because we were in the car and I was in the front seat with mom and Mary was definitely like, we're talking like 4, like 3, 4, 5. And she dropped something like from her car seat and she just went, oh shit. And we laughed so hard because it was like in perfect context.
Yeah.
But no, I don't remember mine. But I love that you were so innocent and you like went to mom like, Mom, can you believe this?
And she just was like, please stop.
Yeah, but boy, they were serious about the F word. You could not say that in 1940. The F word was like, apparently he really said it. Apparently he like really, the kid really said it.
Like he said fuck?
Yeah, and they have all these little like moments where, you know, like kid actors, like, you know, they have all these like, you know, bad shit that happens to them and they grow up fast, and so he really said fuck. And then when he was the cowboy, he like used real dip. Like they gave a child real dip that like is basically like having a cigarette. So yeah.
Holy shit.
So he said fuck.
Oh boy. Wow, we didn't reference that too. This movie also has a lot of like dream sequences, like daydream sequences.
Which I love.
I mean, I
love
fun.
The show Scrubs. Like that's how my brain works. I'm convinced people who love Broadway just daydream because that's all Broadway is, and I love it.
Yeah, well,
right?
I get that. But he gets in big trouble for saying, oh, fudge. He gets soap in his mouth. He has a daydream about one day becoming a blind man. And then his family will be sorry that they put soap in his mouth. How dare you? And he also fake snitches on Schwartz. Which
I did not like that. Ralphie is 0 for 2.
It was rough.
And we don't have Schwartz come back and be like, why did you do that?
No. And yeah, he gets like kind of beat up. There's like child abuse.
Yeah, Schwartz got screwed.
I mean, well, then part of me is also like, but he did like ruin his friend's tongue.
He did. So
is
karma?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe Ralphie's actually sticking up for Flick. But the funny, okay, so I feel like whenever our mom tells stories about other moms, it sounds like how this mom was on the phone. Like if you're like, Mom, tell us that story. And she's like, oh my God, when you were younger, you did this crazy thing. And then I called Jeannie. And then Jeannie was like, what? Becky? And I'm like, is this where you got it from, Mom? It's how you guys like all talked? Because it's
definitely
so freaking funny.
It's so funny. Oh my God. Oh, it's great. And you know, all these little scenes, I don't know, they don't always connect, because then what I have next is the whole Little Orphan Annie secret Dakota ring.
I can't.
Fucking subplot. Capitalism strikes again. Okay.
Everybody was just waiting on some sort of hope a contest, winning anything, somewhere, somehow, Santa. They were just grabbing onto hope. And I gotta tell you, the internet has ruined hope. Has it not? Nobody has to wait for anything. You just get it, okay?
Well, and...
You could read in the comments about how something's a sham before it's even a sham. And you don't get to figure it out yourself.
I don't know. Maybe Ralphie might have preferred that, though, because he spent weeks saving up for the Little Orphan Annie secret decoder pen. I don't know why Little Orphan Annie is a secret society or whatever we're doing here.
Wait, this is a random tangent, but I had a friend just watch the play Annie, and they're like, this is a fucked movie.
They've never seen Annie?
I mean, they've seen it, but they're like, now looking with adult eyes, they're like, a billionaire rents an orphan, and he's called, like, Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, war bucks. Like I got my bucks from the war. And, you know, it's fucking weird. I'm like, yeah.
I really want to do Annie.
Yeah, we should
I really
want
to do that one.
So, like, But
it's a good one.
The fact that, so he gets to the final answer thinking he'll learn this magical, mind-blowing thing. And Katie, what is it? What does he learn?
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch. I was like, this is so real.
I love that they cursed all the time, like, by themselves. That was so funny.
Yeah. And then it's just like, well, anyway, moving on.
God.
And then, you know, our little leg lamp saga, the leg lamp.
Oh my God.
Comes to an end. And the setup for this is fucking where he's like, my mother, you know, she just went in there and had a little watering can, but then there was a crash, and then the lamp broke, and she's like, I don't know what happened, I accidentally broke your lamp, and he like has a mental breakdown. We
all could learn from her.
Listen,
sometimes you gotta look left and right. If no one's in the room, you just smash that ugly fucking shit your husband brought home.
You just gotta be like, we lost it. I don't know. Where did it go? Yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny. So the leg lamp is gone. Goodbye. And then we have our little Ralphie redemption where he goes and the bullies are like, let's beat you up again. And then he's like,
he doesn't take it anymore.
They hit him with a snowball and he starts to cry because he got a C+ on his paper about wanting a BB gun.
You know, you never know what day someone's had until you get there and learn empathy, folks.
This is empathy, you know. Sometimes someone got a C+ because they wrote 2 sentences in a paper.
When he was, first of all, we've all had that feeling where we're like writing an assignment and we're like, this is the best thing.
This is my magnum opus.
This is like the most incredible writing I've ever done. I remember that for like college admissions, and I remember Mom, as nosy Mom is, she's like, let me read it. And she read it and she was like, you're not going to get into college if we submit this. She was like, this is so horrible. Who has been teaching you?
Oh, God.
Do you know how to write?
And you're like, maybe.
I was like, oh, I thought that was brilliant.
Oh, God.
But
yeah, he
snapped. He snapped like his dad. He's got his dad's anger, and he lost it. And I loved it.
I do, too.
What do you do with the bully, Katie? What do you do with the bully?
Well, I mean, in real life, don't beat them up. But in this case, he beat him up.
But I feel like you beat him up, right? Okay, you got a kid, and a bully's coming after them.
Is it like self-defense or?
I mean, that's a great question.
Bridget, this is what I tell the children. You know, in school we have rules that you can't put your hands on other people. So even if someone's mean to you, the moment you put your hands on them, guess what? You're in trouble.
Okay, but what if they bully you all the time? How do you show them, like, enough's enough when you're a little kid? Don't you gotta, like, kick their ass?
Get Goodwill Hunting to come and sham them. in the bar.
Oh,
at
you
Harvard.
have like a setup upstander.
This is why we need upstanders. Self-advocacy skills. Use your words.
Got it.
Ralphie, the words Ralphie used were frickin'. He's punching the
and he's like, Ralphie's listen, Mom, Ralphie, Mom.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. And the mom's like, Ralphie!
Oh my god.
And the best, and this is another thing that Mom laughs at this part. She laughs hysterically because she's like, all right, we're going home, Ralphie. And she just leaves the bleeding other kid. Yes. Mom laughs every time. She's like, she just left him. That's so funny. I'm like, Jesus, what's going on? Oh my god.
Goodness.
This is where Mom's the hero, though, because Ralphie, like, yeah, he's not hurt. He's more like upset because he thinks he's going to get in big trouble with his dad. And then the mom's like, bitch, I got you. I'm the mom.
Yeah.
I run this shit.
Who runs this house?
Who run this house? The mom. And lo and behold, yeah, she's like, yeah, Ralphie got a fight. It's like, whatevs. Boys will be boys in the 40s. And then she just redirects the dad like you would a kindergartner.
Honestly, he was so dumb. And Ralphie was just like, Mom, I could learn so much from you, Mom.
So much. And Bridge, guess what? Ralphie's very downtrodden. He's like, woe is me. Remember, I'm trying to get a BB gun. I'm 9. What do I do? And then for whatever reason, this is the moment he remembers, oh yeah, Santa.
Oh my
it's
God.
Christmas, there's Santa.
He's like, why haven't I pulled a Cindy Lou Who and started there?
Cindy Lou Who. Oh, God, the Who's. Yeah, and he's like, we gotta get to the mall. That's where Santa is.
Oh my God, where are Santas now? There are no malls.
Oh, fuck, where are they?
I
feel like they show up at, like, diners. Oh, you don't have diners in Chicago. I'm so sorry.
I just realized what egg and cheese. All right,
they hanging out at the Jersey Shore.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Where are they?
I don't know. I'll have to Google
You know what?
it.
And this fucking Santa mall, like, this was fun. The kids get to go down a slide.
Okay,
I thought the
same thing. I thought
that's so fun.
Wait, so the kids are like, Santa, I want this, and then they're just like, go down the slide.
It's like woo!
Awesome.
It is so awesome. You don't get to take pictures. Like, it's good. We're good. I love it. But this Santa was a little grouchy, and all the elf workers are grouchy, and that's really funny. And then there's so many kids that get up there and just start hysterically crying, which is also funny because that's real life. Has baby Kate met Santa yet?
I think
Have you been to the diner?
So we have like a community garden that like a random person will dress as the Santa, and we like put lights in the garden. And
that's cute.
She did that last year, and I don't think she got it. Like I think the first time she saw the Easter Bunny, she literally punched it in the face.
Wow!
And I was like,
Scott Farkas streaming. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think she'd be a fan. And I don't think she understands it yet. When she gets older, it'll be fun, you know?
Yeah. When she's like, oh, this is the guy. When she's like Ralphie, and she's like, how am I going to get my BB gun?
Oh my God.
Mom won't get it.
A BB gun. I can't.
No.
I mean, we live in Chicago. The stereotypes are real.
God.
No. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Mommy, I want a Glock for Christmas. Oh, we gotta move. We fucking gotta move.
That's where you just get her a cute little Nerf gun, and you're like, this is the same thing, right? I don't know.
Totes.
Ralphie does try to ask. He kind of has a brain fart, and he's like, I forget what I want. And then the Santa pushes him down the slide, and then he's like, no, I want a BB gun.
And he climbs back up that slide. Like he does not give up.
Hashtag determination.
He's the Rudy.
This is the Rudy moment. He doesn't give up. It's so true. And the Santa's like, you'll shoot your out. And then he's like, oh, this sucks. Wham. And I mean, I feel like basically from there, it then is like Christmas. Like, it's like, well, now it's Christmas Day. And
I like that they didn't make a big hoopla about like the morning and, you know, like, oh, they've come. Like it was like home movies where it's just random and kids are just like, I hope it's not socks. That's cool. That sucks. Moving on.
Like, woo, that's my present. That's my present.
Like
woo.
who, as a kid, who remembers getting clothes and just chucking it behind them?
Definitely me.
I'm sorry, Nana, but literally every year you gave us a sweater. I have so many sweaters that were from her. And I was like, girl, I want something else. Love you.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's a kid, okay?
That's true. And basically they open all their gifts, and one of the gifts that Ralphie gets is his aunt makes him a bunny onesie.
I didn't
Should
get
I do
it.
this for Kate? Oh, I mean...
I didn't get it, and although
Okay.
Kate would probably love it. She'd be like, whee!
I can't sew for beans, but maybe one day.
That's a great Halloween costume that anyone could do any year. At
Well,
any
yeah,
time.
people would know that. It's recognizable, yeah.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah, it's just like a tee silly, and then it's kind of like, well, I guess I didn't get my BB gun, and then the dad's like, bitch, you're gonna have magical Christmas? Look behind that tree. And I was like, damn. And this was another moment I was trying to remember for myself. I was like, can I remember a time where mom and dad like pulled one of those where it was like, well, that's all the gifts. Oh, wait. Duh, look back there. And then it was like the one thing you wanted.
I feel like they pulled Disney. They tried to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were like the worst. And we're like, wait, but we want to go to the vacation that we always go to because you've brainwashed us into the cold. That's what
I liked
Pines.
Disney.
But I think they tried to do that. And I remember you getting some really good ones. Like you were...
Well, I got like a lot of hamsters. And I remember the hamsters were usually... They were usually like that, where it's like, go in the, open the closet door and, oh my God, it's a hamster in a cage. God. And I'm like, what? But yeah, Ralphie gets his little BB gun, and the mom is like, bitch, I didn't approve of this
She's
purchase.
like, first the leg lamp, now the effing rifle.
She's like, I'm gonna have to take this BB gun and like shoot you in the leg, Dad. Jesus. Oh, you're out of control. And yeah, he shoots his eye. Well, it's like the reverb hits his eye.
Yeah.
And then he breaks his glasses. And then he's like, I can't admit that the gun did this, so I'm going to make up a lie that an icicle hit me in the eyeball. And I was like, it's pretty creative.
It's not bad.
Not going to lie.
It's a good one.
He really leans into the acting.
He really does.
Yeah.
Creative boy. It's going to do well late in life.
Their neighbors have 8,000 dogs, and the dogs got in the house, ? And I ate their turkey, so then they got Chinese food.
Although they're like kind of super racist at this part. I was like, this doesn't age well. This is awful.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the narrator being like, this was the best Christmas of my life. And
oh my God.
That was the best gift I've ever gotten. And you're like, wow, what a day.
What a day. What
it's
a
holiday
build-up.
Classic.
I didn't have tears of joy like I did for Rudy, but
no.
I was happy for him. I was happy for Ralphie.
There's no standing ovations for the BB gun.
No. It just kind of ends, and then you're like, should we watch it again? And I don't know how it does that.
And then TBS is like, and it's playing again. Here we go. 24 hours.
Yeah.
Get on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Bridge, would you watch or don't watch?
You gotta watch it.
Gotta watch. I agree.
You have to watch it. And it's better to watch it with a group.
Yeah.
Because now that we're talking about it, we're remembering all the scenes that Mom laughs really hard at. And that makes me laugh. I love that.
And I feel like it does hold up even for like kids, because it's not, there's some cursing, but there's not like, I don't know. They bleep out fudge, so it's fine. So like even like younger kids, like elementary age, can like watch this and like be included in the jokes. Wow.
It's my pick.
It's your pick.
It's my pick.
Woo, woo, woo.
So you thought you did a classic.
I did.
I have a classic.
Oh. A holiday classic?
Listeners, and we're going to invite you into a tradition that me and my hubby does every Christmas. And it's fun and fantastic, and you should all do it because it's just fun. Okay? This is now going to be our oldest movie. 1946, right?
What? Well, we did Wizard of Oz, which...
Wait, when's Wizard of Oz? I
thought that was like 1930 something.
Oh, crap, you're right! The second oldest. Oh, that's a great trivia question. That's a great trivia question. Anywho, okay. So, let me read you what we got here.
Okay.
An angel is sent from heaven to help a desperately frustrated businessman by showing him what life would have been if he never existed.
Wow.
We're watching It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart and Clarence. Bridge, Clarence parents had a real nice marriage. I'm so sorry.
Is iconic. I'm sure I'll watch it and be like, oof, it doesn't hold up, but who cares? It's fun. You want the moon? I'll give you the moon. I'll tie a rope around and I'll bring you the moon. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. Everyone will enjoy it. Check it out. Let's do it. The bank's gonna close.
Well, I'm ready.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I've seen this.
Oh, okay.
Every time a bell rings, it'll get its wing. That kid, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that kid.
It is super racist because they do have like a mammy type, basically, housewoman / slave, which I don't like.
Doesn't the wife also, in like the alternate timeline, he's like, she became an old maid and a librarian because she never met you. And I was like, buh. Yeah, she's probably living and thriving. My God.
Well, don't totally ruin my tradition, okay? But so I understand what you have to call out. What we have to call out. That's part of the game. I think,
here's a trivia. This might be the first movie that we're reviewing that's in all black and white. I think that might be. I don't even know if we've done it black and white before.
Well, Wizard of Oz starts in black and white.
It's like half and half, right? Yeah.
Wowie.
Yeah. Oh, good pick, Bridge. I'm excited. We're in the holiday season.
It's the holidays. Let's do it.
Up-de-doo. Dickory-dock. Oh, Bridge.
If you were 9.
Yeah.
And I was with you.
Okay.
Some asshole triple dog dared you.
I swear to God.
To put your tongue on a pole.
Swear to God.
I am punching that person like Ralphie.
Woo!
And I'm chopping down the pole. And I'm holding up the bell. And you'll be safe. And your tongue will be fine. Because I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My God, what an aggressive upstander you are. Thank you so much. You know, my first thought was also about how can I beat up a child in your honor. And I guess if you got a C+ on your college essay or something, and this bully tries to come at you, I would beat him up too. I would.
Thank you.
Maybe I'd use words, but maybe not. I don't know. We're off school grounds, you know?
Oh, she said it.
And mom will come and rescue us and abandon the kid who's bleeding on the ground. And I do that for you.
I don't know. Okay.
And listeners, if you also think that BB guns do shoot I think they do.
Oh, yeah.
So careful. I don't know. Wear some sunglasses, maybe. And if you think that major awards are fun, if we actually signed up for them, but also ship them in smaller containers. Don't get my expectations too high.
The shipping costs for that would be at least $2,000 today.
The wasted wood and hay, all right? I'm just saying. And if you think that this movie is a holiday classic, it holds up. You might take a nap during it, but when you wake up, you're going to remember what's happening because it's just that kind of movie.
I love it.
All right. And if you think all that, you should write us a review.
Hey!
We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. On our website, you can request a movie. So there is a form you can fill out. Your request goes on a list, and we look at the list every now and then, and we will do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
They can give us money.
Woo!
I've checked. We haven't gotten any in 2 years. But
wow, way to call us out, Bridge. We could just pretend we've gotten millions.
We've gotten millions. We've gotten millions of dollars.
Okay.
And also, there's merchandise.
Woo!
Buy it. It's the holiday season. What are you doing?
Holiday season.
There's so many funny things on there. Check it out. Enjoy.
There's a lot of good ones on there. Yes. And I'm saying it again. My dog Bear, if you have not already heard, My dog Bear has had a major surgery on his leg. He's a big dog, which means big bills. Ouchie. It is the holiday season. It's time of giving. And if anyone is in a position to give or to share information on how to do that regarding my Doge, is it's connected to all our social medias. So any support or kind words, anything is much appreciated. So thank you in advance.
Amen to that.
Amen. All right. Well, listeners, check all that stuff out we just said. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week for It's a Wonderful Life.
It is. Sometimes.
It is.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
Bye, Ralphie.
Oh, Randy. Bye. Don't lay there like a slug.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswho'veseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.